That year at Christmas time, every morning dawned laced with frost under leaden skies. A bluish hue tinged the city, and people walked by, wrapped up to their ears and drawing lines of vapor with their breath in the cold air. Very few stopped to gaze at the shop window of Sempier and Sons. Fewer still ventured inside to ask for that lost book that had been waiting for them all their lives, and whose sale, poetic fancies aside, would have contributed to the shoring up of the bookshop's ailing finances. "I think today will be the day. Today, our luck will change," I proclaimed on the wings of the first coffee of the day, pure optimism in a liquid state. My father, who had been battling with the ledger since 8 o'clock that morning, twiddling his pencil and rubber, looked up from the counter and eyed the procession of elusive clients disappearing down the street. "May heaven hear you, Daniel, because at this rate, if we don't make up our losses over the Christmas season, we won't even be able to pay the electricity bill in January. We're going to have to do something."
"Furman had an idea yesterday," I offered. "He thinks it's a brilliant idea that'll save the bookshop from imminent bankruptcy."
"Oh, Lord help us," I quoted Furman word for word.
"Perhaps if by chance I was seen arranging the shop window in my underpants, some lady in need of strong literary emotions would be drawn in and inspired to depart with a bit of hard cash. According to expert opinion, the future of literature depends on women, and as God is my witness, the female is yet to be born who can resist the primal allure of this stupendous physique," I recited. I heard my father's pencil fall to the floor behind me, and I turned around.
So saith Furman," I added. I thought my father would smile at Furman's plea, but when I noticed that he had remained silent, I sneaked a glance at him. Not only did Sempier Sr. not appear to find the suggestion the least bit funny, but he had adopted a pensive expression, as if he were seriously considering it. "Well, well. Perhaps Furman has unexpectedly hit the nail on the head," he murmured. I looked at him in disbelief. Maybe the customer drought that had struck in the last few weeks was finally affecting my father's good judgment.
"Don't tell me you're going to allow him to wander around the bookshop in his Y-fronts."
"No, of course not. It's about the shop window. Now that you've mentioned it, it's given me an idea. We may still be in time to save our Christmas after all." He disappeared into the back room, then emerged sporting his official winter uniform, the same coat, scarf, and hat I remember him wearing since I was a child. Bay suspected that my father hadn't bought any new clothes since 1942, and everything seemed to indicate that my wife was right. As he slipped on his gloves, my father smiled absently, his eyes twinkling with almost childlike excitement, a look that only momentous tasks managed to bring out in him. "I'll leave you on your own for a while," he announced. "I'm going out to do an errand."
"May I ask where you're going?"
My father winked at me. "It's a surprise. You'll see." I followed him to the door and saw him set off at a brisk pace towards Puerta de Angel, one more figure in the gray tide of pedestrians advancing through another long winter of shadows and ashes.